Sealed for over 5 million years, a Romanian cave has finally been opened, and what scientists found inside is beyond belief. Toxic air, total darkness, and creatures that evolved in complete isolation. This isn't just a cave, it's a living alien world buried beneath our feet, and it changes everything we know. The door opens into the sealed realm. In the sun-bleached limestone lands of southeastern Romania, near the Black Sea coast, a breach was made, not into history, but into something older, deeper. In 1986, while workers were preparing ground for a nuclear power plant near Mangalia, they stumbled upon a shaft. What lay beneath had not seen the surface in 5.5 million years. This was Mobile Cave, a sealed, silent world hidden beneath layers of rock and clay. When researchers descended into its depths, they entered a place where air itself had never mingled with ours. Inside, the atmosphere was heavy with carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide, deadly to humans in high doses. The oxygen level hovered at a mere 7 to 10%, less than half of what we breathe on the surface. There was no light, no wind, no sky. It was as if time had stopped. One scientist whispered, "What could possibly live here?" The question wasn't rhetorical. Life, as we knew it, required sunlight. This place had none. Yet something was moving. The walls were damp, the smell sharp, chemical, and metallic. With every step, it became clear. This was a biosphere completely sealed from the world, a natural time capsule untouched since before humanity ever appeared. It had existed in total isolation since long before the first mammoths walked the earth. For scientists, this was more than a discovery. It was a challenge to our understanding of life itself. The cave's strange chemistry and biological signatures suggested that life could adapt not just to survive, but to thrive in total darkness, toxic gases, and isolation. The implications stretch far beyond this Romanian cavern. Could a cave like this, where life endures without sunlight, hint at the kind of life we might find on Mars, Europa, or even beneath Antarctica's ice? The deeper the scientists ventured, the more the cave seemed to whisper, not in sound, but in mystery. Every droplet, every corner held secrets preserved through deep time. The door had opened, and what lay beyond wasn't just darkness, it was another version of Earth, one we never knew existed. A poisonous atmosphere, life against the odds. Stepping into Mobile Cave is like stepping into an alien world. The atmosphere is a cocktail of gases that would choke or kill an unprotected human in minutes. The air is saturated with carbon dioxide, 2 to 3.5%, laced with methane, 1 to 2%, and heavy with hydrogen sulfide, a gas so toxic it can cause unconsciousness at just a few hundred parts per million. Add to that the cave's perpetual warmth, about 21 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and near 100% humidity, and you're inside a space that feels more like the inside of a lung than a cavern. Breathing unaided is impossible. Any researcher entering must wear breathing equipment, sometimes for hours at a time. And yet, life has not only taken hold here, it has flourished. The key lies in the cave's completely closed ecosystem. For over 5 million years, there has been no sunlight, no plants, and no photosynthesis. Instead, everything depends on a process called chemosynthesis, a biological reaction in which bacteria convert chemical energy, not light, into food. These bacteria feed on the cave's abundant hydrogen sulfide and methane, forming the base of a food web that defies logic. Floating mats of these microbes line the cave's underwater lakes and moist walls. On these mats feed dozens of invertebrates, spiders, snails, centipedes, and leeches, each adapted to life without light. They are pale, eyeless, and eerily elongated, as though evolution stretched them in the dark. The oxygen that does exist, around 7 to 10%, is just enough for these creatures to breathe, but too low for most other life forms. It's a razor-thin line between life and death, and yet this ecosystem has endured longer than any human civilization ever has. This cave is like a sealed experiment running for 5 million years, one biologist remarked. Its existence rewrites what we thought were the minimum requirements for life. No light, little oxygen, toxic gases, complete isolation, and still life. If Earth can hide such a place beneath our feet, thriving where we would never expect it, the question emerges, where else might life be hiding that we've never dared to look? A food web. Minus the sun, chemosynthesis reigns. In Mobile Cave, no sunlight enters, yet life thrives. Here, the food chain begins not with photosynthesis, but chemosynthesis. Bacteria feed on hydrogen sulfide, methane, and ammonium, turning toxic gases into energy. Microbial mats, slimy colonies of these bacteria, coat the cave walls and waters. They're the cave's plants, fueling a strange, lightless ecosystem. From these mats, over 48 species have evolved, 33 found nowhere else. Creatures like blind woodlice, eyeless snails, and translucent spiders live in total darkness. Eyes disappeared, pigment faded, touch and chemical sensing replaced sight. The cave's top predator, Cryptops speleorex, a venomous, eyeless centipede, hunts by feel. This isolated ecosystem, stable for millions of years, amazed scientists. With no outside energy, Mobile runs entirely on chemical life. To astrobiologists, it's more than a cave. It's a blueprint, suggesting that places like Europa or Enceladus, with no sunlight but rich chemistry, might harbor similar life. If life can thrive in darkness here, who's to say it isn't thriving in the shadows elsewhere? Alien creatures, strange adaptations in the dark. Inside Mobile Cave, life has evolved into something unrecognizable. Blindness is near universal. No eyes, no sockets, just smooth skin. In total darkness, vision is useless, and evolution discarded it. Pigment, too, has vanished. Many creatures are pale or transparent, with organs visible through delicate skin. Some resemble living glass. To navigate, animals grew elongated limbs and antennae, detecting movement through touch and chemical signals. Their bodies are built for silence. No light, no sound, only sensation. The cave's top predator is Cryptops speleorex, an eyeless, venomous centipede that tracks prey by vibration and scent. It dominates the ecosystem. Even stranger is Nepa anophthalma, a blind water scorpion adapted to the cave's toxic pools, the only one of its kind in the world. These aren't aliens. They're products of Earth's own evolutionary path, life sculpted in isolation, over millions of years, into forms we barely recognize. Their eerie appearance challenges our definition of the natural. If life can change this drastically in the dark, what might it look like in the unexplored corners of other planets or deep within our own? Millions of years of silence, evolution, and isolation. Mobile Cave was sealed off from the surface between 5 and 6 million years ago, buried beneath thick layers of clay and limestone. Since then, it has been a world unto itself, a closed evolutionary loop where time marched forward, but nothing from outside ever entered. In that silence, something remarkable happened. Cut off from surface ecosystems, the cave became a living laboratory. Over 33 of the 48 known species inside are completely unique to Mobile. Nowhere else on Earth do they exist. These are not just variants of surface animals. They are entirely divergent, having evolved along an isolation path that began before humans ever existed. Without predators from outside or changes in environment, life here became hyper-specialized. Every creature is fine-tuned to the cave's exact conditions, its poisonous atmosphere, still waters, and pitch darkness. The result is an ecosystem that is both fragile and resilient, balanced on chemical reactions and bacterial mats. Scientists often refer to Mobile as a snapshot of ancient Earth, possibly resembling early ecosystems before sunlight dominated life. But it's more than that. It's a model of how life can flourish in places we assume are dead. And in that sense, it's a blueprint for how life could evolve beyond Earth, where sunlight never shined. Perhaps most haunting is the idea that this entire world, this strange, silent alien life, existed completely unnoticed for millions of years. Humans built cities, fought wars, sent satellites into orbit, and all the while this ecosystem endured, hidden beneath our feet. It's humbling, and it's terrifying, Because if such complex life could evolve in total secrecy for millions of years, what else is hiding in Earth's blind spots? Beneath oceans, under ice, or inside caves we've yet to find? Why it matters, beyond Earth, beyond humans. Movile Cave is more than just a scientific curiosity. It's a proof of concept, a place that shatters our assumptions about what life needs and where it can exist. To astrobiologists, it's a natural analog to worlds like Europa and Enceladus, moons of Jupiter and Saturn, believed to harbor subsurface oceans beneath ice crusts, no sunlight, high pressure, chemical-rich environments. If life thrives in Movile's toxic darkness, why not there? Even more provocatively, the cave tells us something about Earth's own past. Before plants colonized the surface, before oxygen flooded the atmosphere, life may have looked a lot like this: bacteria surviving on chemical reactions, slowly giving rise to complex organisms. And in a world facing rapid climate shifts and biodiversity loss, Movile also has biotechnological potential. The microbes here may contain enzymes or biochemical pathways never seen before, tools for medicine, clean energy, or even terraforming other planets. But perhaps the biggest question Movile raises is this: have we only been looking for life in the wrong places? Our definitions, sunlight, oxygen, warmth, might be too narrow. Movile tells us that life doesn't just endure in extreme conditions. Sometimes it starts there, and that should change everything about how we explore, about how we listen, and about how little we really know of the planet we call home. The exploration. Scientists enter the abyss. The world first heard of Movile Cave in 1986 during a routine geological survey for a nuclear power plant near Mangalia, Romania. A drilling crew accidentally breached a chamber deep underground. What followed was one of the most important and most dangerous biological discoveries of the 20th century. From the start, access was strictly controlled. The cave's atmosphere, rich in hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, and almost no oxygen, makes it deadly to humans. Researchers entering must wear specialized breathing apparatus and remain under careful monitoring. Only a few scientists are allowed in at a time, and never for long. Mapping the cave was a slow, claustrophobic process. It revealed flooded chambers, tight vertical shafts, and the eerie lake room, a water-filled cavern with suspended air belts where toxic gases build up. The cave's labyrinth twists for hundreds of meters, and getting lost would mean certain death. To study life here, researchers turned to cutting-edge methods. They deployed metagenomic sequencing to analyze bacterial DNA without culturing. Mineral incubation experiments help scientists understand how microbes extract energy from rocks and gases. Even now, most of the cave remains unexplored. Too dangerous, too unstable, too unknown. Each expedition is a balance between science and survival. One wrong breath, one slip, and the cave becomes a tomb. But still, scientists return. Why? Because inside this cave lies life's alternative script, a version of biology written without the sun. Unsolved mysteries, what we still don't know. Despite decades of research, Movile Cave remains a place of deep mystery. For every question answered, more arise, pushing the limits of our knowledge and imagination. Many species remain unclassified. Some have only been observed once. Their DNA partially sequenced but never fully understood. We still don't know how many life forms call the cave home or what adaptations they may reveal. The chemical cycle powering this ecosystem is still not fully mapped. Scientists know that sulfur and methane oxidation are central, but the precise energy flow, nutrient recycling, and gas regulation remain complex and only partially explained. Could there be other unknown chemical processes at work? There are also questions about the cave's isolation. Was it completely sealed, or are there hidden fissures allowing microconnections to the outside world? Could spores, gases, or even microscopic life drift in over time? Or has this truly been a closed system for millions of years? And then there's the origin story, the biggest mystery of all. What was the first life to colonize Movile? Did it descend from a surface ancestor, or did it arise independently, a parallel evolution in the dark? Lastly, there's a looming threat: human contamination. Every visit, no matter how careful, risks disrupting the fragile ecosystem. A single microbe from the surface could forever alter this ancient balance. Movil Cave holds secrets we've only begun to uncover, but the deeper we go, the more we realize this isn't just a cave. It's a message, a reminder that life will always find a way. The terrifying implication: life where you least expect it. Movil Cave forces us to question everything we thought we knew about life. For decades, our assumptions have comforted us. Life needs sunlight, oxygen, balance. But deep beneath Romania, sealed off for millions of years, lies undeniable proof that life laughs at those assumptions. What's terrifying isn't just that life can survive here. It's that it thrives where it absolutely shouldn't. We don't expect creatures to flourish in poison gas, in near-zero oxygen, in pitch darkness, but they do. Evolution has sculpted them into something almost unrecognizable. Eyeless, colorless, silent, and that should unsettle us. Because if life exists in places like this, where else might it be? Beneath Antarctica's ice, in the deep Mariana Trench, or locked inside the crust of Mars or Europa? Could alien life already exist? Small, silent, sealed in caves or oceans of methane, waiting for us to realize we were looking in the wrong places all along? The most chilling thought is not that life is rare. It's that we've barely scratched the surface of what life is. We walk on this planet as if we own it, yet beneath our feet, ecosystems persist that don't even notice we're here. Life didn't wait for us, and it won't end with us either. What comes next? The future of discovery. The door has been opened, both literally and metaphorically. Movil Cave has become a scientific frontier, and the next steps are already underway. Robotic probes and microdrones are being developed to enter deeper sections too dangerous for humans. The goal: reach unmapped areas, discover new species, and understand how life adapted in complete geological silence. DNA sequencing of every organism inside the cave is ongoing. Scientists hope to decode biochemical pathways that could revolutionize medicine, biotechnology, or even help in creating closed-loop life systems for space travel. Comparisons are now being drawn between mobile and other extreme environments, from deep-sea hydrothermal vents to subglacial lakes in Antarctica. By studying how life thrives in isolation, we may get closer to answering the age-old question: are we alone? But with this curiosity comes responsibility. Mobile is fragile. Human presence risks disrupting its pristine balance. As researchers dive deeper, ethical stewardship must guide every step. In the end, Movil Cave is more than a discovery. It's a mirror, a reminder that nature's creativity runs deeper than we imagined, that the universe may be filled with ecosystems we can't even perceive, and that life in its purest form may exist in silence, in shadow, just waiting to be seen. Movil Cave isn't science fiction. It's Earth's hidden truth, a toxic, lightless world that never needed us to thrive. If life survived here, in silence, unseen for eons, what else are we missing? The cave is open, the questions have only begun, and the answers may be more terrifying than we imagined.